Nothing to talk about.
Well, good Friday afternoon, everybody. Uh-oh. Hang on. My computer is making noise, so I'm going to stop that. Okay, well.
It's a good thing we're not live, right?
I know, right? Live TV. All of the challenges. Well, welcome, everybody. So glad to have a couple people joining us. Should we do what all the cool kids do and wait for the number to climb before we start the program here?
Go get yourself a beer. Go tell your friends, and then sign in.
Yeah, invite people to watch with us, guys. And please, by all means, if you have any comments or questions for us, feel free to share them in the comments. We got somebody building something back here. Hopefully you can't hear it.
We're live in the backyard. This is as real as it gets.
We are live in our backyard. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Meghan McGrogan, the Executive Director of the Greater Utica Chamber of Commerce. And we are now in our 30th episode of the Leveling Up Social Distancing Series. Am I pointing the right way? Yeah. Got it right the first time. Social distancing series up here. So this is something that we started doing when the pandemic started really affecting our area. And, we shut down the chamber office and started working from home. And, we were just brainstorming ways that we could stay in touch while being apart, obviously, and make sure that we still got all the word out about our chamber members. So we adapted Leveling Up a little bit, and it used to be a bi-weekly podcast. We'll go back to that at some point. And the episodes were a little bit longer, so we decided to shorten them up a bit and give you guys a daily episode so you can stay in touch with our businesses and organizations. And then let's face it, this lasted a little longer than we thought it was going to, or
True.
Is lasting longer, right?
I did something similar, and I had it after like 4 weeks. I was like, I can't think of anything else to post.
Yeah. We started off real ambitious.
Yeah.
But we're still able to keep it going. We're doing it now at least twice a week, most of the time 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sometimes circumstances get in the way of all those days, but we're trying to just make sure that we bring you content from the chamber right to your homes or your office or wherever you are enjoying in your backyard with a cold UC. So we thought we'd have a little fun today for the 30th episode. So I have a guest with me in person.
Hello.
Don't worry, we live in the same household. We can be close. We don't have to be 6 feet apart.
Mm-hmm.
As most of you know him, my lovely husband. That's
right.
Ryan McGrogan.
Maybe your first repeat guest, right?
You might be my first repeat guest, actually. Yep. So sorry if we're offending anybody, but Ryan has been on the show before.
Take priority. Yeah.
So,
great to be back.
Well, thanks for being back with me in the comfort of our own home, right? We don't have to worry about a DD.
Yeah, that's true. I'm still slightly uncomfortable. I don't like talking.
Come on, we're in our backyard. We have cold UC. What more can you ask for?
Nothing. It's beautiful out. Beautiful day.
And in case you're wondering, our son's taking a nap. So.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good thing to say.
We should clear that up because people might be thinking, where the heck is he? So he is safely sleeping, and we are safely monitoring him.
He's inside cooking dinner while we sit in the back and drink as many UCs as possible.
No, that's not true. We're going to have a couple, though.
Yeah.
So, like I said, 30th show. So we've been really proud of our ability to be able to bring this to you guys. I have to give a shout out to Todd, who's manning us live today behind the scenes. So, Todd, thank you so much for everything you've been doing at Disruption Network to make sure that we're able to bring all of this content to you guys. I know it hasn't been easy, and we've, looked at kind of flipped our model upside down a little bit. So have to give a shout out to Todd and the whole crew at Disruption Network. They do a great job. Launched a couple new podcasts since all of this. So I have to give a shout out to Danielle Padula, who I think is watching.
Sweet BB.
So Danielle Padula and Bravo Utica started a brand new show with Disruption Network. So really, this has just been an awesome opportunity for us to stay connected with you guys and, make sure that we're letting you know what's going on.
Props to everyone involved.
Yes.
You film it at 10 o'clock usually every day, and that's usually up by 2 the same day. So a lot goes into it. Yeah, fast turnaround.
Yep.
Good host, good content. I give it a thumbs up.
Well, I'm glad you approve.
Yep, thank you.
Otherwise, we wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
If Ryan didn't approve.
That's true. Call the shots. Thank you.
So if you guys saw the post promoting our little happy hour today, you may know me from being on the shows, or maybe you're watching for the first time. I know we have a couple family members and friends watching who know us really well, but basically the goal of the show today is just to kind of check in, make sure that we're both still alive. because we have a 2.5-year-old toddler at home, almost 3 actually. And so we've been completely isolated here in our home. If you watched our original episode, which I can't remember what episode Ryan was on, but you can go back.
It was early.
Yeah, it was early. If you go to greateruticachamber.org, you can catch that episode where we talk a little bit about, our relationship, I guess, Ryan's business, and how we work together. And if you watch that episode, our son Peter was born prematurely and, still has some complications from that. So we're being extra, extra careful. And we have been completely isolated here.
It's been intense. Yeah, it's intense.
So groceries delivered.
Yeah.
Breamers delivered. We just did our nice pickup curbside from the brewery.
Yep.
So we're really just not really going into stores.
A little bit of takeout food and.
Yep, we've done takeout.
Yeah, but I don't know. Really, it's not all that bad. Cooking, like we always said, we want to cook more.
Yep.
So now we're constantly cooking and doing dishes.
The dishes are the worst.
Constantly doing it. That's
Where
honestly.
Where do they come from?
If someone asked me the worst part about it, besides not seeing like my parents and them come over, it's the constant dishes.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Not seeing people, and I guess not having as much time as we maybe thought we would have. It's pretty crazy that we, how did we like go places before? I don't even know how it was possible.
I don't know, especially you, since like, you're a slow mover sometimes.
That is true.
I'm gonna hate on Meg this episode, just so everyone knows.
I don't blame you.
I got to, we've been in the same house for what?
Yeah.
75 days or something like that straight?
Yeah, it's been over 2 months. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, it is possible to be perpetually late to Zoom calls.
Yeah, Meg still is holding up her reputation of being late to everything. I have held up that
reputation somehow. I'm like, I just have to get a cup of coffee. I just have to do something.
Yep. There's no reason to do your hair. Everyone knows that you're working from home. Everyone knows that we're, got a kid.
Sometimes you just have to feel normal,
Yeah, I guess I did dress up for this. This is the most I've been dressed up since, I believe, sometime in February. So.
Yeah. Let's see. We have a couple people saying hi. Hi, my Auntie Ann is watching from Boston area, and Z. Hi, Z. We miss having beers with you, Z.
Yeah.
But that's why we're doing it right now, digitally.
I was thinking the other day, like, I don't know, I was just daydreaming about this being over and like how good, like if, say the electric company was open again for some weird reason, like that would be like the spot to go to like, COVID's is gone. Never, it's completely gone forever, and whatever is a vaccine.
Yep.
That'd be like the spot to hit. Go sit everyone down at the EC.
Yeah, I agree with that. That would be pretty nice. That'd be a good one. I could totally see us having a rager at the EC, and a lot of beer everywhere. Of course, a lot of UC, and maybe some shots of Jaeger or something. Isn't that what we used to do back in the day?
I did actually. Yeah, they had the
long time ago.
Jaeger.
Yeah. Yikes. But so we've, been keeping the chamber going, obviously, and Ryan, if you don't know, owns his own small business, McGrogan Design.
Yeah.
And you've been really busy. So without kind of, I guess, giving away or revealing any of your clients, like what are some of the trends that you've been seeing? I mean, I suppose if you're comfortable sharing and your clients don't care, you can talk about it too, but.
I guess we'll talk about like how this quarantine has been for McGrogan Design. It's, the first couple of weeks I was like, oh, like you could probably tell, I was like, oh boy, this is not good. Like I quit my job last year. Like I was just starting to like really get going and like things were good. I just moved into an office. And I was like, oh man, everyone's going to drop off. Like no one knows what's going to happen. But there's a lot of people who immediately were like, I need something saying like where we are with coronavirus and what we're doing. I need a social post for this or flyers or anything like that. That was like two-ish months ago. So it's totally different. Like people were like still kind of open at that point. So they had to like release statements constantly. So, it like never really dropped off. And then after that, it actually got a lot busier. People were kind of coming up with new business ideas. Like they were kind of taking this time to like reevaluate what they're doing with like their current business, or if they want to start something new. There's been like a big jump, and people were like, hey, I've been thinking about this for a long time, and I need a logo, I need a website, I need social posts, all this stuff. So it's been actually steady, like for sure. Plus, my recurring clients who have always, they're still going strong.
Mhm.
I mean, everyone's, for the most
Doing
part, it
okay,
seems like
yeah.
everyone's doing okay.
Mhm.
And they need work, so it's been pretty good for me. You can probably tell I'm like
Yeah,
busy
definitely
and
busy.
busy and stressed all day, but
Yeah. Which is fun without our babysitters. I know Aunt Kathy's watching,
yeah,
so we miss you, Aunt Kathy.
we miss Aunt Kathy, we miss Barb, miss Sue, miss
Yep.
John, Father John Tierney.
We miss all the babysitting crew.
Yeah. So
But I think that's like really good and encouraging for people to hear they're watching the show. If any of our members are watching and they're feeling a little uneasy about business. I mean, there are still people are still spending, people are still
Yeah.
making sure that they stay relevant, and I think that that's really important. If you are open and you are able to operate, that you really have to make sure that you're marketing that A, you're open and you're doing business, and B, what do you have to offer, or how can you be accessed right now, which is really
Yeah.
the whole premise of the show.
yeah, and a lot of like reevaluating, and you hear a lot of people are saying like, oh, things can be different, like the new normal, and people will be working from home a lot more, so people are just kind of just like rethinking about how they do their business, and if there's like major changes that's coming up, then that's the time to do it, I guess.
Yeah. I think I feel like a broken record on the show. If anybody's watched a fair amount of episodes, that it's a reoccurring theme, right? People finding the silver lining in all of this, and I think that's what a lot of businesses are doing, is they're taking this time. I mean, we're certainly super busy. You're super busy, but you still don't have like that same kind of set of things on your plate. And while we're super burned out with a toddler here, I mean, you do still have a little bit more time to reflect, I think.
Yeah.
Versus your day to day. Like, I don't know how we like went to the grocery store and like, did all of this stuff. I just have no clue.
Yeah, the days go by really, really fast. It's crazy, like really fast.
Yeah.
Like today was one of those days where I was like, I looked at the clock and I was like, oh my god, it's already 1 o'clock. But like usually on a Friday, I'd be like, yes, it's already 1 o'clock. Like, gonna go happy hour in a few hours, and it's the weekend. And like this morning, I was like, oh, just like slow down. Like I gotta get this, get this stuff done. I gotta hustle. So
yeah,
it's been busy. It's been good.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Let's see, what else have we been doing? I'm trying to think, like, just to plug some of the businesses we've been patronizing. We've definitely done takeout from a lot of local restaurants, which is really good.
Are we allowed to say all of them?
Yeah, you can share a couple, I think.
Well, Dan Lacani, man, at Ancora.
Oh my god, the chicken riggies.
He's got the riggies. He's got the riggies to beat. Yep. So people haven't had Ancora's riggies. Didn't know they had them.
I was one of those people. I was like, oh, when I go to Ancora, I'm gonna get chicken Frenchies is kind of my go-to.
Mm-hmm.
Or
still good. I mean,
the greens are always good, but man, those riggies.
No joke.
We had to order them again.
Yep.
Aquavino
was really good.
Yep, Aquavino did a great job. Venice, we've gotten a couple times.
Yep.
Delivered to us though, because they don't do curbside.
Yep.
So we're like, I mean, we are super serious here, people.
We really haven't had
curbside
takeout in a while though.
No, we didn't. Well, we did hot off the brick pizza last week. Oh, we did old school.
Yeah.
We did old school pizza Tuesday with the meatball platter, which was delicious.
Very good.
We've definitely been doing a great deal of Instacart, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
But yep, we've done the Bremer's delivery. Like I said, we stopped down to the brewery gift shop today and got curbside there. Stocked up on our Weekend Warrior 12-pack, which has been our
insane
kind of coronavirus favorite, I feel like.
Yeah. The first month was a bad scene here. It's just cheese and beer and wine constantly.
If John Bartholomew is watching, he will not be impressed. Sorry, John.
I had to have a what is it called? An intervention with myself. Remember? So I said I wasn't sleeping and my heart was racing. I was like, I think this is all the cheese talking.
We cannot keep eating cheese at this capacity. Yep. So we let's see. Well, we did get, thanks to John and the crew at Mohawk Valley Wellness, we did rent some equipment. We have some of our gym equipment here. We purchased a rower.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been pretty good about it.
I've been pretty good about it. Yeah, I don't know about.
Well, I did throw my back on Mother's Day, so it's been a rough couple weeks.
I don't know. I'll see you up too early. There's plenty of room in the back to do a partner workout. It's been a while, so calling you out.
We'll have to do one of those.
Yeah.
maybe tomorrow while Peter's taking it in.
Yeah. Little update. Someone's got, I believe, a shed going up.
Yeah, something's being built back here. Hopefully it's not too much. Hopefully too much isn't picking up on the mic. But yeah, what have you guys been up to? Does anybody have any questions? I know there's a good amount of people on here, so let me know if you guys have any questions for us.
Record-setting numbers. I can see all the green on there.
Yes. Yep. Another John Bartholomew trick. We have hundreds of people watching with us.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else is going on? Well, you've obviously been really busy doing work for us, for the Chamber.
Yep.
So we kind of started off with, we have a lot of initiatives that we're working on right now at the Chamber. But one of the ones we started off with was Take Out the Virus.
Yeah.
And you donated generously all of the design work for that campaign.
Yeah, that logo came out good. Website looks great.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up making a website for someone who adapted that in Hotlanta.
Oh, wow.
Hotlanta, which is awesome. They've raised I don't know, I think I checked. Someone check. It's takeoutthevirusatl.com. It's I don't know, $20,000 or $30,000 they raised down there. So it's pretty cool to see something that we did up here
started
in our back room that people are kind of adapting all over the place. So
it's pretty cool.
That was a cool campaign.
And we worked with so that was an initiative. Really, I know Larry's going to get mad at me if he sees this, but it was started by GKG, but there were 7 other partners that also founded that. So you can see all those partners on our website. But it was a great group that founded Take Out the Virus. And really, we just kind of took it and, Larry came to us with it, and we just put a little bit of a program around it and made it so others could participate. And then Ryan helped to take it one step further. So if anybody's watching, or maybe you know of another community that has a great, the best partnership, I think, is a chamber type of component that has, the ability to kind of take on some of the promotion of it. And then if you have, really probably even just a couple, 3 or 4 businesses that are willing to get it started, the takeoutthevirus.com is where you can go. And we've put all of the tools on that website. So literally any community can go on there and they can find the graphics that they can download, a press release template,
instructions on how to run it.
Yeah, instructions on how to run it. And it's what it is, a reimbursement program. So if I'm a business owner and I say, okay, I have 15 employees and I would like to reimburse them for up to $50 at a local restaurant, all the employee does is they purchase the food and then they submit a receipt just like you would submit for an expense report, and they get reimbursed.
Yeah.
So, but it has to be a local restaurant. So that's injected almost $120,000 into
it's crazy
our local restaurants.
Yeah.
So that's been good.
When did we do that? It was the first or second. I feel like it was the second week probably that we were in here.
Yeah, it was the beginning of March, I think, or middle of March, I should say, when we got it going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great project.
And now there's, I think we're between 15 and 20 businesses locally doing it. And then, like you said, Atlanta's doing it. Yep. We have actually a community in Canada that's doing it. That's a colleague of GKG's.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of communities that have duplicated that program. And I think that's the cool thing about, a lot of what's happened is people get a model down and then they're sharing best practices.
Yeah.
And, there's really nothing in it other than just share, hey, this worked for us. Maybe it could work for you. And
yeah. And like you're saying, it's
Fallon says $16,000 and Take Out the Virus, Atlanta.
Oh, I thought it was more than that.
Well, that's still pretty good.
Still
pretty good. Got launched a couple weeks ago, I think.
Yeah. Well, like you're saying though, 6 months down the road, and say hopefully coronavirus is not much of a thing anymore. Hopefully, that's a model that can be adapted to just a perk.
Mm-hmm.
For employees and employers. I think it's, it's got legs for sure.
Yeah, we've been talking about that with Fred from the brewery about, how could we kind of turn this into a shop local campaign of some sort and, just supporting local commerce.
Yeah.
And you take the coronavirus. Oh boy, we're losing our mic here. You take the coronavirus out of it and, you really could just do a reimbursement program for employers to help their employees support local commerce. So
yeah, Utica restaurant, we do something like that.
Well, there already is one, so
there you go.
Yeah, we'll have to collaborate.
Tie it in.
And then what else? You helped us feed our frontline families, which that is going very, very strong.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If anybody's interested in donating to that, so unlike the Take Out the Virus, where it's more of an employer decision to participate, for the Feed Our Frontline Families, anybody can go on and make a donation to this. So it's really, really easy. It's just feedourfrontlinefamilies.com. And when you get to that website, it's on our website. And there's a donation form right there. It goes right through the community foundation. So it's, tax deductible, how you would make any other donation. And you get a receipt and all that. And you can make any type of donation. It could be $5, $10, $50, $150. If you're interested in being a corporate partner, you can contact us too. There's ways for you to do that as well. So really just a great campaign. And for every $50, we deliver a gift card from a local restaurant to a frontline worker. And that's, frontline worker has like a broad range, but there's plenty of people. You've done what, police and fire too? Yep.
Besides hospital?
Yep, we did. So far we've done the hospital system, so MVHS, UPD. So shout out to all of you guys. And UFD, thank you very much for your service.
Shout out John Zongrone.
Yeah, especially to John Zongrone, our favorite firefighter. And then who else? We've also, sorry, I got a bug flying around me here. All the elements outside.
You get it all.
We've done, so we did the second round of the hospital, but this, actually, I just got a text today from MVHS that those gift cards, we made sure that they got to night shift workers, and also it's going to go to some maintenance staff. I know we had a comment on our Facebook about that, so we wanted to make sure that we gave that feedback to MVHS. While we don't get involved in exactly whose hands they get in, we did want to provide that feedback. So thank you to John Forbes and the team at MVHS for making sure that we get those in some hands of maybe some non-traditional frontline workers at the hospital. And then let's see, what else did we do? We did palliative care. So we covered hospice and Abraham House. And then we really wanted to make sure that we focus a little bit on substance abuse because that is definitely seeing a little bit of a jump right now. So we did Helio Health, who now manages Insight House and several other programs locally. So we did them. And then we also did the House of Good Shepherd. Has a great program there for youth. So
give us the total.
Oh, yeah. So the total so far, so we've raised over $70,000 so far, or close to $70,000. But we've spent $48,000 of that already, and we've delivered. Let's see, I have to do the math. We did 460 last week and 399 this week. So the 99's throwing me off.
I was gonna say, you did how much money?
$48,000.
So then you
divided by 50.
Divided by 50. It is divided by 2, or you multiply it by 2.
Oh boy. Drink your beer.
90. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's a lot of gift cards. Chamber's crushing it.
It's a lot of gift cards.
It's insane.
So yeah, and what a lot of people, so we've got a couple people ask like, oh, so is this a generic gift card? No, we've actually gone to the individual restaurants. We've covered 30 restaurants so far. And we've gone and, called them up and made purchases for, between $1,250 and $2,500. So, we are hitting chamber members and Saranac accounts first. Our founding partners for the program are Saranac, the Community Foundation, and then, of course, the chamber. So, but we're really, we're going above and beyond after we've, I think this week we will have hit all of our chamber members, and we're hitting a lot of the brewery accounts, and then we're going to just support as many local restaurants as we possibly can.
That's great. So that's a thing out there, kids.
Yeah.
If you're a restaurant, you're trying to if you want to get involved in the community, join the chamber. It's not like
hard hitting Ryan coming in with the ass.
I mean, get in there. It doesn't cost that much a year. You have amazing people trying to support you all the time, and you're gonna get
get this guy an extra beer.
Get this guy a beer. You get a shitload of people, or a shitload of money for a gift, like buying gift cards. Like that's just an awesome thing. Like the amount of money that like you were saying, you called someone the other day and were like crying because it was like such a shock.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, here's $2,500 out of the blue. Like that's huge. That's awesome.
It's really huge. And Angela, I think Angela's watching with us. Hi, Angela. Angela, who works for us at the chamber, or works for me at the chamber, I should say. Angela Militello, who's doing a fantastic job. We really have had to adapt a lot of what we're doing here, and I think we're on the computer or the phone like all day long. But Angela and I personally made the phone calls to make the purchases, and that just really feels awesome for us to be doing a program like this that really is exactly our mission to drive local commerce and keep, our number one goal, I've said it from the beginning of all this, is to keep as many businesses open as possible.
Yeah. That kind of money makes a big difference.
Yeah, it really does.
If you can't do that much, if people can't come into your restaurant to sit down and eat, that definitely helps.
Yeah. So we're looking for other ways, to support other sectors of business. So if you guys have any ideas for us, please, by all means, you can shoot us an email at info@greateruticachamber.org. Anything else that you want to talk about, Ryan, that you've been working on?
Well, I've been in business for just about a year.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be a year.
Official. Yeah. Next week would be a year, right? End of May, June 1st.
Yeah, I think so.
So we're supposed to have a big party at Woodland, but that's canceled. But yeah, I don't know. Been a very quick year.
Yeah, it has been.
I don't know. It's been fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy working for myself. Feel important. I feel like I'm doing something for my family, right?
That's good.
So yeah, it's been a great year.
Good.
And then we can tease our latest endeavor, right?
Sure, if you want. Let's see. We have mostly family watching here. I think
people
that's okay.
People completely tuned out by now.
No, we still got
if
people
you're still watching this, like there must be nothing else to do.
Oh, come on. We're kind of entertaining, aren't we? Maybe a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how much more beer we drink. I don't know. Todd might cut us off here.
If people like it, we always had an idea for a podcast for just me and Meg, because Meg's a really good cook. So your enchiladas that you make.
I thought you were going to be mean to me.
No, all right. Yeah. I don't know. The beer's hitting. I'm getting emotional. No, but she makes great enchiladas. So I always thought we'd have it would be called a plate of enchiladas, right? And we'd have a couple over and eat enchiladas with them.
So if you guys really like this idea and want to eat enchiladas with us, I guess comment below.
Please smash that like button.
We are
I don't really eat anything
likes.
for lunch, so I guess I'm getting stupid here.
The viewers just dropped by one half.
Yeah.
Nobody likes the idea.
Now there's 2 people watching. No, but we can talk about something called Common Worker.
Well, please tell us.
Well, Common Worker is our latest business endeavor. Meghan and I will be going into a little side hustle business together, / landlord, property owner. How do you explain it, really? What the concept is a community office building. I ran into the problem when I was looking for an office where I couldn't find a place that I liked, or was up to date and cool, or was affordable, or that made sense, or was in the right location. So we have purchased a building on, I guess you can call it a house.
Yeah,
building has the wrong word.
Building has this massive connotation. It's not really that
It's
big.
not the Adirondack Bank building or anything. It's a house in South Utica on Genesee Street. And it's a 3,000 square foot house. It has 7-ish rooms that we are planning on renting out individually to separate small businesses. And each business has a shared conference room, shared kitchen, shared community hangout space, and everything's kind of included as part of your monthly rent. That includes Northland internet, parking, security, signage in the front of the building, mail, printing. Everything all in one spot, all for one kind of fee that you would pay. You have your own. You have a legit office space of your own.
Yep.
What else? It just seems like a really cool concept.
Yeah.
No one else is really doing it around here.
I think we're missing a couple things, but you get the point. So the whole issue that you were running into, and that Ryan was coming home and telling me, was the cost of things is so expensive, and really all he needs as a solopreneur, or even if he had one employee, you really just need a small space. And especially with what we're dealing with now, we were a little nervous when all this happened, thinking, well, maybe this isn't the model that's going to work. We might have to adapt or pivot, the model. But really this model is kind of after what a lot of people are getting comfortable with right now, I think, which is, working with a little bit less. And so, the whole idea is you have your office where you have your home base, all your stuff is there. For Ryan, one of the challenges was, if he went and worked remotely somewhere or in somebody else's office, he doesn't have, as a graphic designer, he needs the monitors and you have your equipment and all this stuff that really makes it, more productive to do your job.
For sure, yeah.
So this way you can have, your own home base. You could have, your stuff there. You lock the door. It's going to be all secure. And you have your sign in the building and a place to meet with clients. And that was your other thing. You really wanted to be able to meet professionally with clients.
All I was looking for was like a little office space and a place to have a meeting. So you don't want to be like, oh yeah, come to my house with the babysitters and my son running around and we can have a meeting. So, shout out to Utica Coffee. I would go there like 3 times a week to have meetings with people. But after a while, it's like, I kind of need my own little home base. So, this would be, I think it would solve a problem for people in the same boat. I don't know. It's just, it would be nice to do happy hours on Fridays with everyone that's involved, like all the tenants of the office. We're going to have a Peloton at some point. So that would be cool. It's all the things that make up a cool office, like actually in one space. And, you don't have to worry about the internet bill or you don't have to worry about,
garbage removal.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. So it's all included. It's going to be pretty awesome. And we're hoping to have it ready, I don't know, sometime in the end of the summer, I think.
Yeah.
Depending on how everything works out. Yeah. So it's called Common Worker, one word, Common Worker, and a website is up at commonworker.com. The pictures are not real. They're for placement only because we still have not even closed in the building yet.
Yeah. But we will be.
We'll be closing on it soon, and we're super excited about it.
Yeah.
I'll be moving in there.
Well, I think the other thing, too, like for you is important, again, as a solopreneur, maybe somebody, a lot of people, we have to remember that a lot of people worked remotely very successfully prior to all this happening, too. Yeah. So, if people have worked remotely, or even if you're working remotely now and for the first time, it can be a little isolating, and you don't really have like a team of people to
bounce ideas
off of, just be around. So this is also a way to do that.
Yeah.
And I think that the big thing, we have the space at the chamber that our members are welcome to use as well, but it's kind of larger space. So I think for you used it a couple times, but that's more for a space for people to rent out, by the day or just for a meeting, etc. And this is more of like a home base for you. Yeah,
and there's a huge common room when you first walk in, so that would be great to as perks for the tenants. So say we have someone Christy Lanuza come in and give a little talk about hey, this is how you speak in front of people, which I should be the first one to take her class. But I think it'd be really cool just to have your own events there. I told Kelly that she can do her art classes there or something. You know what I mean? Just fun things to do there.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. So
yeah, I think it'll be great. So you guys can check that out. First time heard here live
on Leveling Up. Exclusive from the backyard. commonworker.com. Plus the logo is awesome. Thank you.
Well, you might be a little.
I think it's great.
Might be a little biased. So what are you guys doing? Oh, Fallon's in for the enchilada podcast. Good. Thank you, Fallon. I'm glad we have one taker on that. Anybody else have any questions or anything? John Reese is saying hi, Megan and Ryan, the virtual happy hour. Nice day. Yes, it is, John. It is beautiful out.
I'm gonna get another beer, I think.
Go ahead, get another beer. Oh boy, we're just gonna keep dropping the microphone.
Just said hold the mic.
Let's see. So what else is going on? Tell us. You guys have any questions about anything for Ryan, for me?
Are you good with yours?
Tell us what you're drinking, maybe.
Is Carbo low down?
Somebody's got to be having a beer with us.
I got questions.
Okay, what are your questions?
I wrote questions for you.
Excuse me? I thought I was the host of this thing.
Nope. This is my enchilada podcast.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Okay. Fire away.
I'll start off with an easy one. All right. If coronavirus happened to be done, never existed, today's Friday before Memorial Day, where's the first place you would go? Where would you be right now, basically?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, if it wasn't a venue, I would probably go to my parents.
Yeah, I'm
or
saying
to my grandma's.
Coronavirus
And-
never existed, though.
Oh,
I'm saying.
it never existed.
It's Friday, and we're chatting on Facebook at work, and we're saying, "Oh man, Friday, what are we gonna do?"
I
Nice day
probably would
out.
go to Nail Creek and sit on the porch.
That's yeah. You got.
Because I haven't done that in a while, and I
Mhm.
feel like that used to be our place to go for happy
I
hour.
know.
I would have Amanda Goldstein there too.
Yep.
That would be necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably where I would choose to go.
Yeah.
Or Ocean Blue on the roof, actually.
Yeah.
I would probably go there and get a nice nobody's drink. Guys, come on, tell us somebody's got to be having a drink with us.
There's nobody watching. That's why.
Well, no, that's not true.
Kidding.
That's not true.
All right.
Okay.
That's a good answer.
Okay. I'm getting quizzed if you're just tuning in.
I thought of that not that long ago, and you guessed the two places I was thinking of.
Okay.
Well, I guess you kind of already talked about this, but I wrote, what is the most exciting thing you've accomplished since March 13th?
Oh, okay. Well, professionally, I would say this podcast will probably Feed Our Frontline Families, actually, is number one. Podcast is a close second. And which, by the way, we get like on average 1,000 views for these. So be prepared to be a star.
They've already seen
it's
it.
It's just my two aunts who are watching going click, 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 click.
Just high fives and thumbs up and hearts from all the ants.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I think personally, while I'm redoing my dressing room, and you know that I'm very frustrated, I should have just given the piece of furniture to Jenna Rossi at Happy Valley Restorations because she does amazing work. But Ryan actually surprised me with this awesome dresser from Jenna that is green, which is so cool.
Yeah.
So I just want to thank you very much for that.
Mm-hmm.
I started.
It was an Easter gift, which doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
I just wanted to buy it for an Easter happy.
I think he was thinking I was frustrated from like wiping down all the groceries like a lunatic because that's what I do. And for those of you who know me watching this, you know I'm actually crazy and have like OCD. That's my NICU trauma is OCD with germs from Peter. So this house is a fortress built around 7th generation wipes.
Yeah.
So I think Ryan was feeling bad that I was wiping everything down a lot and stressed out. So
bought you a dresser.
Got this great dresser.
Here's a place to put your clothes. Here you go.
So I don't know if I should blame him or Jenna for the amazing dresser, but I started redecorating the whole room, which then led me to be inspired to refurnish this antique vanity. And Auntie Anne, if you're still watching, you know what I'm talking about because I sent you pictures.
A lot of detail.
Let's just say there's like a zillion nooks and crannies and crevices and detail on this thing. And I thought, oh, this will be fun. Well,
it's been sitting in the garage for a month and a half.
So
everything from her room is in our room, so
it's not good.
I'm going back to hating on Meg right now.
Yeah, it's literally
just makes me angry.
There's like sawdust everywhere. If I smell citrus strip one more time, I think I'm gonna lose it.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess check back with me in a month, and then I'll tell you that probably will be my biggest.
If it's not done in 2 weeks, I'm just gonna buy you a vanity and throw them in the garbage.
If it's not done in 2 weeks, Jenna, you will be getting a phone call, and you can take it from there.
Yeah.
Which is probably what I should do, but it's kind of become my Corona project at this point. So that might be my greatest accomplishment, but also on a not physical, level, just being home with Peter has been really
nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like, not to get all, rosy, everything, what goes around comes around, like things, end up working out. But one of the things that, we lost in the beginning of his life was the ability to spend time together as a family. Mm-hmm. And we're really, he was in the NICU for over 3 months. So now we get this time to be together and,
time.
We love our family and trust me, we miss our family a lot, but it is kind of nice to have undivided time with Peter.
Yeah. That's time we wouldn't have had if this never happened.
Yeah.
Obviously a pretty awful circumstance to have that possible, but it's nice getting to see him and seeing him like start to really put some words together.
Mm-hmm.
Like even though he doesn't say please a lot, I said what I tell him to say, may I please have more peanut butter? And I was like I'm just gonna tell him to say that because he's like annoying me because he's like screaming at me about peanut butter. I was like, Peter, you gotta say may I please have more peanut butter? And he goes, may I please have more peanut butter? I was like, oh, okay. All right, genius.
Yeah, but prior to that, it was,
Peanut butter.
Yeah, that's been fun. So yeah, that's been a little entertaining. I guess we have to have happy hour. Just kind of been nice to have a beer and kind of end our day together, have dinner, spend time with Peter. We literally, like, this has forced us to slow down. We literally have no choice. So that part has been pretty nice.
Yeah, the dinner dates are good. We would, I don't know what we would, besides being at Nail Creek right now, we would just be like, wasting time doing stuff that isn't really important.
Yeah.
So it's good to be home.
Mm-hmm.
Good to be with my wife.
Yep. Your lovely wife.
My lovely wife. One more. All right, one more.
Oh, God, another question? Oof.
Told you. Came prepared. My phone isn't working, though, so hold on.
All right, Fallon's drinking a Brooklyn Bel Air Sour.
Good.
Very nice, Fallon. Not local, but it kind of is because Saranac contracts for Brooklyn. And we did have, let's see, what else? Oh, you know what we're going to try, actually, and we need to call them, like, when we get off the phone, is Red Shed Brewery. If you guys haven't heard about them yet, they opened up in Westmoreland during all this, and what a damn time to open. I mean, holy cow.
You're completely wrong. Red Shed Brewery.
Or not Red Shed, I'm sorry. Seven Hamlets. Why did I think Red Shed? Oh, my God. Probably because I'm looking at your red hair.
Jeez. I think you're seeing my red face, which I'm
Ryan gets really mad when I
angry about all the time.
It's red hair. Seven Hamlets Brewery in Westmoreland. So we have yet to check them out. I did message them. They will do curbside, so we are going to check them out. But I mean, what a time to open a business, my God. But it sounds like they've been doing really well.
Yeah.
But we've done, I guess we have done some creative things. Oh, and the other place is Jones Family Farm. We forgot to mention. We've gone up there a couple times.
Yeah.
So what's the question? I was stalling while you were looking for it.
It's a tough one.
Oh.
This is the real question.
Oh. Is this rated for is this allowable?
It is. The question is, tell me one thing you've learned about me over the past 9 weeks. It's a good question.
Interesting.
Besides the flagellants.
Well, I already knew that. I definitely already knew that. It's been a little bit, a little overwhelming. Let's see. I guess I already kind of knew it, but for sure I've noticed, like, your ability to just be calm with Peter, and, like, you are such a good dad.
Oh, wow.
And that, to me, like, number one is, like, a godsend, because I recognize I'm very lucky that not everybody has that in a partner. So I am thankful for that. But I really just, your ability to be, I am a little bit shorter tempered than you.
I was thinking the opposite. I thought you were going to say, like, yeah, you've been, like, moody lately.
No, I don't think so.
I feel like I'm like,
no, I don't think so.
Once in a while.
No, I think that, that's like big
adjustment.
Yeah, it's a huge adjustment. And, like, obviously we like spending time together prior to this, but, like, we literally had, I mean, when I tell you guys, like, a soul has not been in our house. We've had socially distanced visits outside here in the backyard or walking, but we have had, like, zero contact. So I suppose this is, like, the true test of our marriage.
Yeah. I don't know. If we made it this far. Might as well just ride it out.
Well, we did sleep in a hospital room for a month together, too.
That was exciting.
So, yeah, if that didn't break us and this didn't, I think we're pretty good.
Yeah.
But, but really, I just appreciate, how you are with Peter, and I can get really frustrated, and, like, I'm pretty sure I could be diagnosed with, like, something, like ADD or something throughout all this, because it's like, you're hearing noises and I'm trying to answer an email. I'm sure everybody's in this, like, a lot of people are in this boat and saying, yeah, I feel like that too. But, you try to write an email and then you just, like, hear Peter talking or, like, hear a conversation going on. You're like, what was I doing? And then, like, a half an hour later, you still haven't sent, like, a 3-sentence email.
Yeah,
it's like, how the heck am I going to do this? But, it's definitely been interesting watching all of that unfold. And I think we've done a pretty good job at managing all that.
I think so. I don't know. Everyone seems to be good.
Yeah.
Everyone's still functioning.
And we've kept ourselves healthy. Knock on wood. Is this wood? I don't know. This is like wood. Composite. Uh-oh.
It's not wood.
But, we've done a pretty good job at all that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Z. I am so jealous. Okay, Z is drinking Saranac green tea, peach mango, his new favorite.
Real good.
So because I know the powers that be, I was able to get my hands on a case of Saranac peach mango, And I literally pulled in the driveway from picking up beer. Shout out to Tara at the gift shop. She's awesome. And Tara had just loaded all my purchases in my trunk. I got home, pulled in the driveway, and Fred texted me and said, I have your case of peach mango ready. And I'm like, damn it.
Oh, you didn't get it?
No, I didn't get it because I thought it was going to be ready till next week. So it's okay. We have plenty of, what did we get? 12 Years of Summer, Weekend Warrior, UC, and Blueberry Blonde, which I am like
throwback
really excited about because I don't think they've made that since I worked at the brewery.
I'm going to be like everyone else in the world, but I still don't get why they stopped doing pomegranate wheat. That was such a good
I
beer.
do love pomegranate wheat. That would really be a throwback. That's like a Z. That's an EC throwback Z. I feel like
before its time.
That was the year I started working at the brewery, I think, when they released that, and that was 2007.
It was that long ago?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, because I was watching Fred's thing yesterday, right? It was yesterday's happy hour? And he was saying a lot of the stuff they do was before its time, like the white IPA was before its time, and pomegranate wheat for sure was.
Well, and the other thing, I guess I'll give I'll give a Fred shout out to Uncle Fred. So, this Feed Our Frontline Families thing has been really cool too because, Fred and I have worked together on it, and a lot of you who know my history know that I worked at the brewery for, I don't know, 7.5 years in marketing and PR, and then I was a tour guide in college too. So the brewery is really near and dear to me. And it's been really cool because, Fred was working on this program where he was working on an initiative where people would donate and actually food would get delivered. And we were working on one with the Community Foundation on the gift cards. And, Fred found out that we were working on it and said, why don't let's not operate in silos. Let's work together on this. And our three, organizations came together and put out this program. And then we've gotten other partners involved. Jackie and John Romano from the Fountainhead Group have donated an awesome amount of money. Indium Corporation, in addition to Bill McCartney, who founded Indium, they both gave a good amount of money. Human Technologies, Strategic Financial, Ad, my Uncle Joe donated all the printing for flyers that go in with every gift card. I hope I'm not missing anybody, but that's another cool thing about all this is like the collaborations and coming back together with people that you may have worked with in certain walks of life, and it's been really cool to do that. And I'm really grateful for it.
Yeah, great community. A lot of good businesses around here.
Yeah, and it's it's cool to do something that is having such an impact too. So that's why I'm pretty proud of that.
You should be.
Yeah,
you're doing good, kid.
But I'm very jealous of Z's peach mango.
Is that where that all came from? We're just talking about
That's where it all came from. See, I'm on roller coasters
here.
Started
talking about a beer. I'm not talking about Bill McCartney,
who is awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do we need to talk about anything else? I don't know.
Those are my 3 questions. That's all I had.
Well, they weren't too much of stumpers.
Really?
I'm impressed that you were prepared.
I honestly didn't think we were going to have anything to talk about.
Oh, well, I have the gift of gab, so we always find something to talk about.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to tell us what's going on? Or
we bought a pizza oven.
We did. We bought an Uni pizza oven. If you've never heard of those, it's a I keep touching my face. And trust me, my hands are very sanitized. But there's a lot of bugs out here. We got an Uni pizza oven, which is like a little, I wish we had it out here. It's like a little gas-fired pizza stone oven that gets like super screaming hot. And so you make, your dough, and it's been a little challenging because, I have to give a shout out to the folks at Mandra Macrina because I don't know how they do it, but, you make it on the pizza peel and then you have to slide it off the peel into the oven, and that has been a little challenging. So
yeah.
We
got it though. Last weekend we killed it. So
we did pretty good last weekend. So whenever it's nice out, we've been trying to break it out and perfect.
Something is behind me.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah. So pizza's good. Friday, happy hour. Mm-hmm. First Saranac Thursday would have been yesterday.
Oh God, that really puts things into perspective, doesn't it?
Mm.
So sad.
I always think it's nice out. Like that's how I know like a Saranac because it was like a nice sunset last night, and it was just like super nice out, and it was like the first time I noticed it was light out until 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, per usual, we've gone from winter to summer.
Yeah.
Right? Snowing to 80 degrees.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
that's all I got.
I guess if nobody has any questions, comments.
Shout out Mohawk Valley Wellness. Miss the gym.
Yep.
Miss John, Miss Peyton. Even Miss Carbo Load.
I know we didn't
Mistake
really talk
Melvin,
about
all the people that aren't
Catalyst too
watching,
much,
but
Catalyst is doing a lot too, and I guess I'll leave you guys with one more teaser. We are working on some type of virtual cookout where we're gonna hopefully bring a cookout to you at home in some way, shape, or form. So I will leave it there for now. But Catalyst is really excited about that, and those guys have been great too. They've been keeping up with their meetings, and they're going to help us out with some initiative planning moving forward. So we're really excited to see what they're doing, and really everybody. I feel like everybody's just putting so much great content out there. Like Stephen Turnbull has Turnbull TV now.
Yep.
So yeah, that's a great crew, and they're still very active. So.
Yeah. First 5 people that want to RSVP for the Enchilada, a Plate of Enchilada podcast, just leave a message. Smash that like button, as they say.
Slide into our DMs.
Hit up Z if you have to. Yeah, Enchilada podcast is gonna be sick.
Okay, well now we have to do it because we've talked about it too much. So.
I know. I think the last time I was on the podcast, we talked about having Nick and Ashley over for enchiladas, and we still haven't done it.
Yeah, I know. Well,
that's where the whole idea came from.
Now we're going to have to do it virtually.
They will be the first ones.
And Fallon also just brought up a very good point that we did not give a shout out to our fam at Bonomo's, because they also have the ice cream and takeout, and they have their little new shop there. It's like a building that you can walk in and get stuff to go.
It's been bad because we haven't been to Bonomo's, which is. Like by now, we would have been there 30 times.
Like literally, we're crazy because that's like too much contact for us.
Yeah, it
but
sucks.
Maybe we'll see if cousin Emily can drop us off some food one of these days.
Drop us off a burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they are open and alive and well and have amazing stuff. And yeah, you can go in their new building, which is awesome to see that expansion and get all the to-go stuff.
Yeah.
Well, insane. All right. Well, I think we're going to sign off there unless anybody has a reason for us to stay and entertain you for another 4 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, we've been talking for almost an hour. Peter's probably waking up from his nap. I haven't heard any action yet.
Live shot of the baby monitor.
Yeah, we can do a live shot here. Yep, he's awake.
He's up. All right, goodbye.
All right, well, we hope everybody has a great Memorial Day weekend, and stay safe, stay socially distanced.
Yeah, if anyone needs any graphic design work.
Yeah, give us a shout. Give Ryan a shout, I should say.
McGroganDesign.com.
Yep.
And then move into our building. Want to be our tenant? Commonworker.com.
All right, cool. Well, thank you so much for being my guest.
I love you.
I love you.
Thank you.
Was that convincing enough for you guys?
What's for dinner?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I know. We're going to go make some enchiladas.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Have a good weekend.